So is Peter Sutcliffe, the Yorkshire Ripper, about to be murdered? Well, although on the surface that seems like a very useful thing and a good thing, that this creature's wiped off the face of the earth, I'm very suspicious about the timing of why he's being moved from Broadmoor Psychiatric Hospital and into a regular prison, especially the time that Louis Theroux is now making a kind of a reprise of his interview with Jimmy Savile in light of all the stuff that's been going on. Now, I sent a letter to Broadmoor to try and get to interview Sutcliffe, and I'm nobody, so it was ignored. Perhaps Louis Theroux has done the same, and they don't want him on camera saying, well, we tried to interview Sutcliffe about his relationship with Savile and nothing happened. Remember, as probably just me, really, and a few others, but mainly me, has been pointing out for about a year, over a year now, that Jimmy Savile and Sutcliffe are so interlinked. It's really disturbing and terrifying. You have the fact that you have Savile now coming out in lots of statements saying, boasting about it, the connections. We all know about Irene Richardson's dead body practically found in Savile's backyard. And on top of all this, we have all the other associations with Savile's obsession with serial killers such as Moira Hindley, and that thing is about to blow as well. And also he was following Sutcliffe around Yorkshire and Lancashire during the height of a serial killing, almost like a groupie. And there's a lot of information to suggest that he knew him and may have even been involved in one of the murders. Now, Broadmoor is an interesting place. They put the maximum security people in there, the depraved murderers, pedophiles, the powerful ones, and the serial killers. But they also, what's very interesting about Broadmoor is that they appoint very high-ranking and powerful, so we say, social elites and political elites to run the place. We had Edwina Curry. They take a hands-on direct management because it's as much about protecting the social elite in Britain, who are very often connected to many of these serial killers and major pedophiles, and to make sure, note, the dirt is controlled, the names are controlled, there's no funny history that's been allowed out there, and that's why Sutcliffe was locked away. Now, he's probably being moved. Now, there's a few things here. He's not dying. He's 69 now. He's actually nearly 70. And he lives on basically chocolate sweets, frozen pizza, heated up, and, snack food and junk food. And he sits around all day watching the TV. He has very bad diabetes, but the fucker's still not dying. So he's a liability to the people who are trying to keep their own name clean from Savile and their arrangement and their own personal relationship with Savile. So Sutcliffe represents a real danger there. So is he about to be murdered? I can easily see him going into a regular prison somewhere and having a screwdriver pushed through his brain or strangled with a tea towel by some idiot email to basically get the same thing that Jeffrey Dahmer got. Some idiot tries to be brave, and your man, Doctor, what's his name in Manchester, the greatest serial killer in the world. I can't remember his name right now. And he was taken out in the prison as well. And his family even said it was to shut people up. And even Rudolf Hess, to a certain degree, was definitely murdered at the end. And we'll never know why. Possibly because of his connection again to British elite. Dead men tell no tales. So on the surface, it looks good that someone might try and murder Peter Sutcliffe. But on the other hand, it's going to protect the bastards who protected Savile. Read the link below. It's definitely one to look out for.